Peace, family. I'm gonna do this video. I'm especially target Jane Elliott because I got such a large response of the video I did criticizing her efforts over the years, and I'm gonna underline this message with these other so-called white saviors. You got Michael Stone, Jolly Good Roger, any of these so-called white saviors. These people that pop up on the social media talking about the atrocities that whites have perpetrated over blacks over the years, and just expose these devils for who they truly are. Just deceivers, panderers. They just trying to get a positive response, get something out of it. That's all. They're not about real effort, the real change that our people need. They just want to just appear to be like they're our friends when they're not. But let me get on this Jane Elliott first. I said on the earlier video that she was against reparations for our people, and on the interview that she did, her answer when they asked her about reparations for blacks, her answer was so vague. It was so I can't even really describe it, but in the end, I came away with she might as well just say no. Then when they came back and said, "Well, do black people need reservations like the natives got?" And she immediately, no, no, we don't need to be separated. And that's the point. Jane Elliott, she's been doing this thing for 50 years. And her argument has not changed, not one bit. If she was truly sincere, if she was truly for the improvement of black people, you would have seen a progression in her message. First, I could see her wanting just to integrate with blacks. Black people just need to be respected and blah, blah, blah. She's not going to tell you how to get respect. She's just going to say how that black people need to be respected like everybody else, be treated like everybody else, even though the only way you can guarantee that is if you have to say you have to have some type of capability of sustaining your own way of life. You will never get respected by your peers if you every party, every event, every gathering, black people are either the help or they're pandering, trying to get some help, looking for a job, can't provide no essential services for their people. You're never going to get respect that way. Respect starts at home. Over the years, Jane Elliott message should have progressed to a more independent tone for black people. Black people have been doing this for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and conditions have not changed. It's about time. I would not wait for white people to come around. I would not wait for white people to start doing what's right. Y'all need to start doing for yourselves. And you can start by building your own businesses and stuff right in your own community and displace the Arabs, the Asians, the Chaldeans, and the whites right out of your community. You do that, and you not only will you get respect from your own people because y'all now providing for your own services, but you will get respect from others. She's not done that, and like I say, she's been on this same pitch, this same tone for 50 years. So how do you say Jane Elliott is not for reparations without hearing Jane Elliott say she's not for reparations? When you never hear Jane Elliott talk about black people building their own businesses, industries, and institutions. We should never talk about black people being restored to their pre-slave existence. You will never hear Jane Elliott, Michael Stone, Jolly Good Roger, not one of these so-called white saviors ever talk about black people going back to their pre-slave existence. So you don't have to hear Jane Elliott say, I am 100% against black people getting reparations. Jane Elliott and the rest of them aren't going to do or say anything that's going to take black people out of the control or authority of whites. When you look at what it had to take to enslave black people, the removal of their heritage, their culture, their traditions, they changed the color of their gods from black to white, and then to sit here and say that somehow you're going to be respected in this world and you don't have none of your traditions, none of your faith to help you navigate through life. Everything that you love, respect, and revere look like your oppressor. You look like a fool. Everybody else, you better believe a white person gonna respect and revere a white God. An Asian person is going to respect and revere an Asian God. An Indian person is going to respect and revere an Indian God. We're the only race of people on the planet that respect and revere a white God and our white employer. Jane Elliott ain't going to speak to you that way. None of these so-called white saviors are going to speak to you that way. You build your own businesses, industries, and institutions. Put them in your community, and you run these colonizers out. When you get your people back in the habit of collaboration, cooperation, unity, working together, stacking your accomplishments one after the other, when you get the respect in your community, it won't matter if anybody else respects you. We won't need it. These so-called white saviors, they're going to never tell you that. So, and this, let me finish with this Michael Stone guy. He gets on his little format and he does the same thing. Say how he don't hate white people. He just hate what white people did to blacks. How they changed God from black to white, and what all the bad things white people did to blacks. And yes, I like dating black women, but that has nothing to do with it. That has everything to do with it. You wouldn't be doing or saying none of the stuff you said if you wasn't reaping the benefits of dating our sisters. Because if you was really sincere about your hatred of what white people did, you would have at least asked, what was the reason why they changed God from black to white? That way, you would have learned that when black people look up and respect a white God that they believe have blonde hair and blue eyes, and then when they see you and you either have blonde hair or blue eyes, that puts you in a level above them. They look up and they respect you. If you truly believed, or if you truly believe that you hated what white people did, you will be asking, where's the black God in your church that you go to? Not only tell the truth to black people, but tell the truth to your own people. Demand that they put a black God in your church. Have your message come to, when you go on your YouTube or your TikTok or whatever you be doing, tell black people to go back to their pre-slave existence. Live your life. Because see, if you love black people were independent. Black people were self-determined before you came into their land. Black people were self-governed. They didn't have to rely on nobody else to provide for their essential needs. Michael Stone, how come you don't tell the people that you love so much, that you go on social media telling that you hate your own people before they did to black people? Well, tell black people to do what's best for them. Put them on a course that will put them on a state of independence. That's a place that you can't control. You can't determine. They can determine themselves. I challenge you, Michael Stone, to do that. But I know you won't. So all you so-called peons, because these guys is never going to respond to this video, but you peons will. Take this message to them and tell them to challenge me. And I sit here and I wait for their response. I take all comers. I'm going to end this video here. And if you like this message, if you like this content, and you like the pressure that I put on our oppressor, put some pressure on that follow, subscribe button. And I'll see you in my next video. Ashe.